Good morning students of class 8. Today we are going to learn about National Assembly, National Constituent Assembly. National Constituent Assembly finally established in 1791 constitutional monarchy. Okay. Then we will read that in 1792 National Convention established Republic, and then we will read about rise of Napoleon. Okay. So National Assembly. We all know that in the previous video we have discussed when the Louis XVI called the meeting of State General, in which the people of Third Estate refused the proposal made by Louis XVI that they would not accept the raised taxation and they wanted equal representation, right to vote, that is equal right to vote, that is one person one vote. Okay. So when the king refused the demands of Third Estate people, finally the people of Third Estate proclaimed itself National Assembly. They said that they are now the National Assembly. It meant that the people of Third Estate refused the rule of monarch, rejected the monarch, and they called themselves that now we are the National Assembly, no State General. Yes, so in this way we can say that they became rigid to form their own government, to frame their own constitution. Yes, and when they gathered to meet, when they gathered to frame a constitution for France, Louis XVI just locked down the meeting hall. So they shifted to another place at tennis court. Okay, and there they promised at tennis court, it is very important, they promised themselves that until and unless the constitution is not going to be prepared, they were not supposed to move from the tennis court. Okay, and finally they all just prepared the constitution for France. Yes, but Louis XVI just realized the situation, and they also said to the people of First Estate, and that was clergy, and they also said to the people of Second Estate, to the nobles, okay, to join the National Assembly. Yes, so after joining the groups of First Estate and Second Estate, Third Estate was already there, so it became the National Constituent Assembly. Yes, so now not only the Third Estate, First Estate, Second Estate also included in the National Assembly, and it became National Constituent Assembly. Yes, and in this way the making of constitution was just started. Yes, but meanwhile what Louis XVI did, he just started managing his troops. Okay, he wanted to take back the authority to rule. Yes, that he lost after the protest of Third Estate. Okay, so just to restore its political authority, he started maintaining his troops. Okay, when the news came outside, the people of Third Estate, they started revolt against Louis XVI, against the monarch, we can say, in France. Yes, and on 14 July 1789, it is very important, 14 July 1789, on this date the people came out on the roads of Paris, and they just demolished the symbolic of monarch, the fort, the Bastille. Okay, so in this way the Bastille was demolished and many of the prisoners, it was jail, many of the prisoners became free. Yes. So in this way revolution just started in France, we have just learned, and they gave the slogan liberty, fraternity, okay, equality during the revolt. Yes, and in this way they also formed a municipal body to look after the disturbed law and order. Yes, and we can say yes, and a national guard also. The people joined, the citizens joined to just maintain the law and order. Okay, and finally, in this way, August 1789. So July on 14 July 1789 revolution broke down, started, and as a result, we can say in August, just very soon, in August 1789, the National Constituent Assembly, that was comprised of these three states, okay, finally adopted Declaration of Rights. So they demanded they gave the slogan during the revolution that equality, fraternity, freedom. So as a result, on August 1789, they got actually we can say the Declaration of Right was adopted. So what was Declaration of Right? Declaration of Right was a document prepared by Thomas Jefferson, and in which he stated about that all people are born equal, all deserve equal rights, right to freedom, right to life, right to property, okay, equality before the law. So the human beings should have these kind of rights. Yes. So in this way, these rights have been just adopted on this date. And finally, in 1791, the National Constituent Assembly prepared a constitution for France, and it was called then in France the political system changed, and after the formation of constitution, the political system shifted from absolute monarch to constitutional monarch. Okay, now according to constitution, the kings had to do the activities, the administration, the rule. Yes. So this became the actually result, we can say, of the revolt on that took place on 14 July 1789. Constitutional monarch, the constitution was framed. So this change occurred. Yes, but it very it just finished very soon. It was just short-lived, we can say. Yes, and again in 1792, the people, the common people, actually took the control. Yes, and in this one, National Convention, a new assembly was framed. This assembly just gone. Okay, it was short-lived. In 1792, a new assembly was formed, and it was called National Convention. Okay, the leader of National Convention was Robespierre. Okay, he was very strict. His reason was called reason of terror. Yes, he just did not tolerate any criticism against him. Okay, against his rule, we can say, and finally, this National Convention, this new assembly formed a republic. Yes, so France became a republic in 1792. It is also very important, and National Convention just formed a republic, which was actually the common assembly of common people. Yes, and in this way, the France became a republic. Okay, but the result occurred after the formation of a republic, that people were granted rights. Yes, all the human rights that were discussed during the Declaration of Right prepared by James Thomas Jefferson. Okay, so the revolution that started in 1789. Constitutional monarch first came into existence, and then the second result we can say of revolution, France became a republic. Okay. Next, when this new government was formed, Louis XVI was just beheaded. Okay, he was just executed in 1793. Yes, on the charges of treason. Yes, which actually National Convention brought against him, and later on his wife Marie Antoinette was also executed in 1793. Yes, so in this way the rule of monarch, the rule of Louis XVI just ended, and their life also. Okay. Next, we can say so in this way the what happened actually, the growth of nationalism came in France. Yes, and not only in France, in the rest of Europe we can say the idea of nationalism just spreaded. The demands for the human rights were also just demanded in different parts of Europe, and then the rest of the world we can say this French Revolution proved that growth, nationalism, nation, democracy, republic, these things, human rights, these actually were the results of French Revolution. That's why we said in the beginning that in the world history its importance is very much. Okay. Next, rise of Napoleon. It is very important. Yes, rise of Napoleon. Napoleon actually, why he arose, why he came into the power in France. So, like National Assembly, the National Convention was also short-lived, we can say. National Convention also could not just control the political disturbance in France. Yes, and France also involved in international wars against Austria, Prussia, and Britain. Yes, and in this way the role of military grew in France. Okay, and Napoleon was one of the official of France military. Yes, and Napoleon just got the opportunity because the political instability was going on in France, we can say. Yes, and France involved in many wars, and he was just the one of the official of France military defense. So we can say he took advantage of the situation, of the circumstances, and he just thought for revolutionary changes in France. Yes, and with time he became very powerful. He got the job, post of general in military. Yes, and with its military power we can say that in France, and due to the political instability, Napoleon rise in France. Okay, in this way, in these situations, the Napoleon just arose, he came in power, and what he changed after coming into power. Okay, we will discuss in the next topics. Yes, what administrative changes he did, how he actually abolished monarchy and democracy and restored monarchy. We all think we will discuss in the next video. So till then, goodbye. Thank you.